Hey us fans, me Megashark, and I'm playing the Innsmouth Case. So let's get started. We are fans of the strange world of Innsmouth, but we recognize the public beliefs of H.P. Lovecraft. Your progress in the story will save at the end of each chapter. There are 35 chapters in total. At the end of the chapter, the screenplay. Okay. Boston. The last ray of sunshine flows through the blinds of your empty office, the prophetic stench of whiskey, cold cigarette smoke, and can-filled air. The searching eyes and constant beeping of your car horns out there on the street tell you that it's gone 8 p.m. People are on their way home, finishing their day. You should join them. You decide. How does I go home? You bathe in a deep. You breath in a deep sigh and may not have been a successful day. Sorry, guys. But at least it's over. You are looking forward to a classic Friday night watching old mystery series at home in sweatpants, getting drunk on the cheap booze. Since the early afternoon, you have been staring at the bottle of liquor at the upper end of the room. Up until now, a sense of has kept you from drinking yourself into oblivion. Now nothing stands in the way. Suddenly you hear us who is it? The door slowly cracks open with time creak. The unknown guest pours then in a briefly tone. You hear a woman mutter, "Hello?" You're inside cramped. You suddenly realize that you haven't cleaned your office at all this year. Quickly. Wait a minute, wait, you shout in the pitch that leads to Ben intern. There's no time to pick up all the crumpled piece of paper for you get total mess of your desk. A weird purple crust has formed on the wood. You never noticed that before. You try to hide, put some unpaid bills over them. They get stuck immediately. Nice. By the light of the desk lamp, you now see more than a silhouette. A breathtaking woman lights your office. No doubt older than 40, maybe even 50, hard to say. Clad in black, a skin-tight dress, in a design that seems to defy the laws of gravity. A smoky eyeshadow, a dark and wash a short blonde, wavy hair onto a dark bit. The faint light of the setting sun catches in the straight of her hair, and you wonder how many heads this woman must have turned during her prime. She completely different from your usual customers. Nervous bankers with sweat stains under your armpits, convinced their wives have something going with the mailman. Every move she makes is a grace. Smooth as an eel, she walks towards you and sits down on the corner of your desk. Which makes you blush, never before as visible, so skillfully on the corner of this desk. You hope that the cigar, but the stranger has just sat on, won't leave any difficult stains. The dress looks expensive. When she starts talking, her voice is smoky and full of promise. My name is Delia Mash. I'm looking for a private investigator. I was told you are the one of the best. You've come the right place, lady. What can I do for you? You sit back in your chair and find your hands over your stomach. The woman seemed a little hesitant that her behavior seemed to have had no effect on you. She moves from the edge of the desk, sits down on the chair opposite you. Oh yes, she clears her throat. As she continues to speak, the smoky seductive creeps back into her voice. Ask for more details. It's about my daughter Tabitha. She has disappeared. You're pulling out paper and pencil. This is going to be a walk in the park. A walk in the kidnapped kids park. Well, when you did last see her and where? The woman puts on a fake smile. We live in Innsmouth. It's a small port town north of Markham. This is a bit vague. What was your child doing when you last saw her? What hobbies does she have? Oh, you know, kid stuff. They just run around and, play with yours, that sort of stuff. Does your daughter have any friends? Does your daughter have any friends she might be staying with? Classmates, sports club members, anything like that? Dad slightly shake her head. Very strange. You're about to ask if a girl at least had a man who friends, but you hold back. What? She's only 8 and sweetest girl you can imagine. She's been missing without a trace since last week. None of her schoolmates have seen her. No one knows where she must have gone. She hands you a photo. Look, this is my little munchkin. She's cute. Is this supposed to be? Oh my goodness! What the man? Is that really the face of a child or a shabby photo edit? Are you being filmed? Bit of unsight and last bite of the lunch slowly but surely make their way into the back of my mouth. I'm not gonna throw up in front of her. With narrow eyes, you swallow the bar and pull a face. Dad continues to look at you hopefully. She didn't notice your little mishap. That was close, could have been unpleasant. A small? What about a father? What about Tapsil's father? Are you separate often? Children with family members? Stella sighs sadly. My little one can't swim well enough for that yet. Your pen remains on the same spot on the notepad. What was supposed to mean? Delight turns her gaze away from you and looks dreamily out the window. Her father was a fisherman, like most in the village. A few years ago he went out to sea but never returned. His boat was washed ashore weeks later. His colleagues told me that he had finally followed the call of the waves. You kept quiet for a moment. Deceased family members are always a simple subject. She seems calm. Oh, somehow, I always knew that moment would come. I think my husband is in a better place now, and at some point I'll join him. Take a closer look at Della's outfit, judging by her behavior and clothes. You never would have taken her to be a fisherman's wife. I could ask her. Belle, you can hear that? It's blushes. No, hold on, yo-yo's ring. Can you hear that? It's the 90s calling. Want their outdated toys back. Della blushes. Only you would find this quite attractive, but the case of bargains and you. Okay. You have nose of the sort of thing. That's why you become a private investigator, or to be more precise, that why you took online detective course that for a one-off fee provide the nursery pub. It's time to take your visit to the There's one of myself across her arms. A principle that you're about still. Okay. Accept the case. A missing person case, nothing unusual. The little girl runs away from home after reading her first romance. example, usually they hide at edge of the forest or in low room. Should be pretty straightforward. Before you can say anything, she drops a photo of the child, a roll of bill on your desk for you. You notice slowly, try not to draw down the front of your shirt. You haven't seen this much money in ages. You don't have much time to prepare. Quick search reveals the only one bus goes to only once a day. A pattern emerged in your research. The few news items rely to this little town are all about missing people. In addition, you find some rather old-fashioned articles that praise the casual town as a secret holiday destination, the best fish, untouched beach from the fishing people are for buzzword. Dayla has given you the address at which where you're supposed to drop off her daughter as soon as you find her. She also wrote down her own number on the child's photo. You take another look at the photo before you pack your things. Yeah. Bye, bus. Oh my goodness. Oh, the lot of reading I have to do. Your journey begins at the busy bus station. There is supposed to be a bus line departs from here to Innsmouth. Buses, you think to yourself, are not only a friendly means of transportation, but they are the easy on your wallet. Sadly, the departure boards aren't of so much help. New York, Maryland, Rhode Island, no trace of residential. You wander around for a while until you notice a cleaner eating a sandwich on the side of one machines. Excuse me, where can I find the bus to without letting go of his sandwich? The clean points to a banner counter in corner to the public bus station could be capable of. The man gives you a nod and that everything that can be said has indeed been said. You find that the counter is with cobwebs. It's a bit early for Halloween preparations, but at least someone's made an effort. At the moment, nobody seems to be there. You press your face against the plastic window to peer into the room behind you. Hello, hello, is anyone there? I have to go to Innsmouth. No one there, so suddenly out of nowhere, a bus ticket appears on the counter. Might the trip be free? Leave it, dummy. You're of the law. It goes without saying that you pay. You put a few coins in the bowl underneath the foggy glass window. Hopefully they won't be stolen by the next passenger. Even if someone were sitting behind the counter, you wouldn't be able to see him. It's just too dark. You are this for a few seconds, and suddenly there was some change on the counter. What's that in amongst the coins? A small golden fishing hook. How strange. Where's this bus hiding? In between the Polish greyhounds and the travelers stolen their luggage? Saying goodbye and entirely into their seats. There's a kind of dumpster, a dumpster with windows and wheels. No, it's actually a bus. It's a bit of rusty side, and even from a distance you sense the strange smell it is that a slopperphone? Don't know how to say that. You're not convinced how this thing is supposed to drive in its teeth. Everything is noticeably quieter than at the other bus stops. The people getting on show no sign of emotion. Nobody's trying to jump the pier. Instead, the passengers move past the bus driver at uniform speed, one after the other, shuffling up the steps. Each two-seater bench is by individuals, if they want to make sure not to come into contact with their fellow passengers. The sign clearly says Innsmouth. No departure times, no stopovers, just Innsmouth. What should I do? Show my ticket? You hand the driver the ticket, no reaction. At least you can't make a reaction. The lighting is poor and shadow of his dusty driver's cap covers almost his face. You notice something strange on his neck, but you can't quite make out what it might be. You're standing in the door waiting for a nod or anything. The surf has increased as form behind you, but no one's pushing or complaining. Just keep walking. You shuffle sideways through the center. You don't remember the bus looking as long from the outside. You are surrounded by shabby two-seater benches, and some are ready. One traveler per row. The last bench is free. Looks like the door in some places though, or has it been slit open? You can see springs of sharp wires edges, and some sticky liquid seems to have leaked into the floor. Why didn't you just sit down in one of the free rows? Here in the back, almost anything is good. Most of the passengers seem to have purposely sat down in our seats, blocking off the window seats. Maybe this is opportunity to get a little closer to visitors. As you join one of the passengers in a double seat, since only one man was so as to sit at the window, you're a limit anyway. As far as you can tell, the man is eager with barely any luggage. The hood of the grey jumper pulled far onto his face. The man looked out onto the street as if something very important is happening there that requires his attention. Is this seat taken? He asked politely. He turns his head and gives you a brief once over. Without saying words, he turns away again. Alright, that wasn't an no either. You sat down and regretted instantly. The smell of is now overpowered by something else, something that smells like it's been in the sun for too long. You're trying to catch a glimpse of what's under the hoodie. Does this person have defect? He is you're not sure exactly where the problem might be, but you're trying to stay sure. I'll just silence, you know. It may not have been the best idea to sit next to a smiling stranger. It's almost unveiling, and you still don't know exactly how long this trip will take. You take a look at your surroundings to distract yourself a little. The people all look very tired, so you assume that they're recovering from some demanding work in city or from a party. The two of you sit next to each other slightly, and the air seems to get worse and worse with every passing minute of very, very long ride. The bus leaves the country road and turns off at a wooden sign that says Innsmouth in red flaky letters. The journey continues rather bumpily along a narrow dirt road with potholes. In the distance, some houses are already visible. Seagulls circling the roofs of the outermost edge of the city. Slowly, all passengers take their bags out from under the seat and get ready. I look at the side. That's all. The bus passed by a huge, what is this, a scrapyard parking lot? Why would something like this be here outside the city? You pass another wooden sign whose half peeled right the inner mouth park and ride area. A lot of cars look like they've been sitting here for years. Sand covers some of the bonnet and wheel springs. The front door of the bus opens with a squeak, and you join an enormous line of locals stepping out of the bus as if in a daze. Almost walking into step, you all get closer to the exit. As you walk down the steps, you have to protect your eyes from the sunlight. Turns out the windows of the bus were tinted. The upper passengers shift off. Finally, the Innsmouth. You examine your surroundings while you stretch your legs, trying to unwind from the stressful journey. No artist could have captured the height and beauty of this place. A clear blue sky lights up the town square, which is with bright limestone and surrounded by neo-colonial buildings. 19th century New England. A French sea breeze, crying seagulls, and the locals going about their business. In the center of the water trickles from a fountain as you stretch your limbs and breathe in the clean air. You suddenly settle by water features right in front of you. The fountain in an enormous fish-like brass creature, an open jaw lined with shark-like fangs, was blackish water down its massive inhumanly body. As if that wasn't enough, there appeared to be human bodies squirming underneath its massive claws. Their faces are as close as yours is right now. How long have you been standing there? Eyes wide and open in shock, you feel utterly paralyzed. You start to scan the town square and notice more and more disturbing details. On a very corner, you spot statues and real life of fish. But these are not your classic harmless kind of fish. There are pagan symbols and glimpses of special natural creatures from the darkness of the deep sea. In the surrounding houses, you can see faces pressed against the windows. All the locals appear to be watching you. You suddenly start to think that the cries of the seagulls sound apparently human-like. They sound like humans crying out in pain. What happened to the innocence of a few moments ago? Welcome to Innsmouth. How nice of you to visit. A small elderly woman waved at you from Alpha. She beams at you as if you were her long-lost grandchild. She seemed very different to the bus you've met as far on the bus into town. Her Oz shakes you out of your nightmarish panic. It is so good to have you here. I've noticed you're very taken by our local fountain. It was built in 1704 by a famous artist, a friend of Charles Dexter. I don't know how to say his last name. The founder of Innsmouth. The center figure was a present, and it was supposed to narrate their travels together to Cairo. You can clearly see the Egyptian influence in the necklace work here and here. She points wildly in very direction. And here. But I'm sure you already noticed this yourself. You look like someone who knows his way around art, she says with a wide smile. You're still in shock. Of course, I'm just gonna be polite and not being mean. Of course, she mercilessly starts clapping and squealing. A small, plump person in a fish costume who finished off her sentences with a delight chuckle. Oh, I noticed that once. How rude of me. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Merrill. Don't say that word. I'm the director of Parks Commission, Chief Thomas Officer, and head of the Welcome Community. Ta-da! Behind Merle, there's a ramshackle wooden information stand, lovely decorated with balloons, a colourful painted sign reads, "Welcome to Innsmouth." Merle tiptoes over to her information stand and picks up a whole load of flyers and leaflets from the rickety display cases. She looks down at all the paper in her arms and briefly shrieks with laughter. My goodness, why don't you take this city map to begin with? Useful. You take the map and put it into your coat pocket. We shall find out more about our wonderful town, which has been awarded the East Coast Stunning Town Award for several years in a row. Sure, why not? I can look around and also fun about the kid. Merle claps her hands, excited squeals. She begins unfolding one of her maps and points at 3 different locations in her town. The town center here should be the next stop on your trip. There's a living upcoming shop street in Mouth, and since May, our local foundation has even had real running water. Meryl starts waving her index finger at me. I know what you're thinking. This town is being too showy for its own good, but I can assure you we've all kept our feet on the ground, even after the whole thing with the East Coast Stunning Town Awards. Her fingers now points to a different area on the map. The old town of Innsmouth is completely pursued. You see, nothing was ever done to the facades of the old house within 4 miles of here. You won't find any new builds. Your face has unwillingly slipped into a mask due to the sheer boredom of it all. And then Lauren points out the casual line on the map, the Hayes Beach, a dreamy beach with a bar that serves all drinks your heart desire. I hope you brought enough stress with you, because at the beach, pure relaxation waits you. thank her. Thanks so much, ma'am. Merle seems delighted. Nothing gives me more pleasure than assuring visitors have a great time in our pretty little town. Will you be staying here for a few nights? I can only stay as long as you can. There's just so much to see, trust me. By the end of your stay, you won't want to leave. I hope it won't be a week, because you don't know how long until you find the kid. I'll just say a week, because I don't know how to find. You can't find a kid in just overnight. Oh, how wonderful here. Take this for the towel. Here you'll find century flare and can act a server. Among its guests, the hotel has heads of state from Patrice Hollywood's world-famous pop stars, as well as two former. Just how that Merle sent you. Merle winks at you and hands you over the colourful flyer. You've had enough now. You point at your face while you're backing away. Still so much to see, you know. Thanks again ever so much for everything. Merle's eyes move past you and settle on a tourist family right behind you. Seeming at the flick of a switch, she backed to a grateful bouncing over the family and waving her brochures. You head firmly into town along the road in the direction of the coast. Not long ago, the sun was bright in the sky, but already the mists are creeping into the streets. The air feels thicker, and the sun can no longer age the fog. Time to think about where you want to go. You slow down, you lean your briefcase against the wall and start pacing up and down the quiet alley. You've got an important choice to make right now. The city center is the north. Even from far, you can see the outlines of the old buildings in the main town square. Here you should find the police station, the main shopping streets, and of course the town hall. As the town, it also have a harbour. From your research, you found out this is a area with a dreamy beach. You said there'll be mostly tourists, according to your research. The only hotel in town is located in the old town. You think about check-in. You could do with freshening up and getting ready of that. I smell as close. Just as you are about to set off, your heart leaps to your throat. You've forgotten your briefcase. This has never happened to you. You usually take good care of your little possessions. There's nothing you can do about this now. You'll have to wait till your journey find out whether someone has handed in the lost and found. Still, you could swear that the briefcase was already gone when you got off the bus. I'll go to the hotel, get fresh up before doing anything else. You recognize it's the roof of the hotel. After a long walk, it's now before you full enter the hotel. At least it's easy to see that it once must have been a gorgeous building. The hotel resembles an old English countryside, but it is a state. Sorry, I didn't yawn. It would be suited as the setting for a very film and about teenagers and chainsaw killers. Wild and weather ivory has filled the grip on the walls and obscures the details of a richly a galley of, I have no idea, melted into unreal shapes, but acid rain and acid pigeon droppings lines the roof. The many windows panes have been dead for years. Only a few places, a small area, being wiped clean in order to see outside. There are 2 cars in the parking lot, a aged car with large rust spot, large grey van. What should I do? Do I inspect the cars or do I just go inside? The caravan, I could inspect the cars. You look around again just to make sure that the people who own the cars aren't hiding somewhere with their shotguns at the ready. The coast is clear. First you walk over the car. Well, you're not a car expert, but the car looks unique to you anyway. Both seats inside are made of white leather, a bit tacky. You turn away from the car and look towards the van. No writings on the side. Regular plate. The windows in the front blackout. Hang on, you have a brainwave. Maybe this is the van into which poor Tabitha had been pulled when she was kidnapped, when she was lured to her awful fate by sweets and lollipops. It could be possible. Of course it will make sense. In all likelihood, if just managed to find an actual kidnapper, see for all that is evil and wrong in the case, and all you did was book a hotel room and stare at the cars. You're a natural. Now all you need is some proof. I don't smash a window because that's not a good idea. Smash. Of course, wherever that you're looking for must be in the back of the van. Exactly. You walk around the fence. Sadly, the doors are open. That would have been truly lucky. Full of. You try to handle, see if the door has been left unlocked. There's a noticeable switch where you turn the handle. Done. You won't get in without the car key. I'm not gonna smash the window because that you'll get in trouble. You stayed in the cycle long enough. You don't want anyone else to call the police on you. Maybe you should go just book your room. Wise choice. Really hope the inside of the hotel has been looked after a little better than the outside, but you quickly of that notion. The massive wooden door is difficult to open. Shouldn't staff doing this anyway? With a loud cracking sound with the hinges, an exalted puffing and panting on your part, you manage to open the door and enter the lobby of Gulman Hotel. You wonder if the guests are even welcome in this place. The room is lit. There are impressive chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, which, if working, would perhaps not quite give the grand hall back its original splendor, but at least bring more warmth. Your first steps tell you that there are rotten floorboards hiding under the thick carpet. The green wall paneling and wallpaper also appear rotten and musty. Before you let yourself be distracted by the questionable the sign and the health issues, you walk purposely towards the desk. A small greyish creature stands behind the counter, hammering sailing lamp above harshly. It gives his face hard edge. You can make out a very individual speck of dust and dandruff on his dark green velvet collar and crooked shoulders. Maybe they should be dimming the lights after all. The figure smiles at you, or perhaps it's more of a grin. His face unsettles you. You lean forwards at an angle to get a better look at him. The corners of his mouth reach all the way up to his dread-up ears. His smile looks like it paint on. His bearded eyes lie deep in a cave of his skull, seems to stare into opposite direction. Has he even blinked yet? Hold on, top of all, he smells funny. How may I help you? You startle and take back. Welcome to Gilman Hotel. My name is Corners Gilman III. How may I have your service to you? The man's gaze remains unchanged, and his unusual smile still seems to be lynched into his face. You're still surprised that he can talk with expression on his face. Just a moment ago, you could have sworn he was an puppet. I would like to book a room, please. I would like to book a room, you began, and managed not to blurt out in a different hotel. Perfect. The Hotel is delighted to be able to welcome you as its guest. May I ask whether you're in for business or pleasure? How long would you be staying for us? Would you prefer a view towards the beach or to the skyline of an exciting town? When would you like to be woken up? Do you sleep deeply? Are you traveling alone? Do you have family? Oh my gosh! Sorry, who knows that you're here? Can I interest you in our spa, fitness, wellness activities? Would you like to subscribe to our newsletters? I'll just answer all questions. Tick the box. For about a week. View. When would you? I wish to start a family. Who knows that you're here? I'll just lie. Can I interest in spa fitness? No. Which I subscribe to? I do not want to subscribe to yourself and whoa. I will kill anyone who try to get me to subscribe. I don't know what's nice. Can you hold your breath? Are we done now? Can I go to my room? The expression did not change. A tiny bit of the let her know, did he blink? Thank you very much. That was all I need to know. Now all you need to do is sign here. His strangely sharp head over to the guest restroom. You were all booked season. There's only one spare room. Here's your key. Room 6. Oh my god, the devil's number. The 3 6s. Enjoy your stay. You look at the key, which is actually appear on the counter, and your eyes slowly wander past the man to the wall, where countless other keys are hanging. Oh. Thanks so much. At least you've got bed for a night. You think it's best not to waste any more time and decidedly keep looking for the girl. With quick steps, you hurry out to the building, but you can still feel the eyes on you. Time to go and look for Tabitha. Where do I should go? Maybe the harbor? Innsmouth Harbour is signposted much better than the local hospital. You wonder if a hospital is even here. It's a half-hour walk. A mile-long carpet is now ahead of you. The traffic in Boston is more hectic, but at least they have hard of asphalt before. As you keep walking, there are fewer residence buildings along your path. In their stead, there are now warehouses that must be fish markets due to the smell. You can also hear the clanking from nearby workshops. People in grey raincoats are walking towards you. They probably fishermen who have some to run. Now and again, in the split second when you pass one another, you catch a glimpse of the faces hidden under the hoods. Puffy eyes that look at you suspiciously. Though there are a few clouds in the sky, there's no chance of rain as far as you can tell. Why are they all wrapped up like that? You wonder if they have sixth sense for approaching storms. The sound of the frantic blows of a hammer nearby tears you away from these thoughts. It would be interesting to watch work in a shipyard, but little Tabitha is unlikely to be here to play. From a distance you can already see the massive boats, which raise up into a sky like a row of spheres. Look around. The view of the harbour is splendid. Boats of all shapes and sizes are coming and going. Nets are being and out of fish seem to be endlessly plashing into huge freezer boxes. Local trades are being sealed with handshakes, and at the end of the wide hedge, huge lighthouse watches over the bay. The ideal postcard if it weren't for the people. I hate this. Go away. Go away. Sorry, Austin fans. You only know fishermen from the movies, and you have admitted that you have done includes their weather-beaten skin, and the captains always have well-groomed beards. They are either strong-side types or hard-drinking lads who sing filthy sea something. But these creatures in front of you are either majestic, not free. They move around more like tragic hunchbacks you expect to see in French cathedral. A few yards to the right, there's a fork in the road. The road signs pointed further north. It's over Innsmouth Paradise Beach. In the far distance, you can see a building that looks like a church. Hang on, a church? On the coast? How? I'll go to the church. The church is a located on a hill overlooking the harbour. You're really drawn to it. You stroll along the docks towards the cliffs. You take in the pleasant sea breeze and the bustle on the ships. Your original mission pops into your mind. This place is so relaxing, it's just too easy to forget about the little girl. Out of the corner of the eye, you can see 3 fishermen whose boat has just moored. They are not working, in fact, they are not doing anything. They are just standing there staring at you. I'll just be in place, just don't say anything rude. All of a sudden it feels as if you got a bit target on your coat. It's different, but you manage to swallow the egg that you would have liked to hurl at the fisher instead of try to act more. After a few yards, you turn around again and they were all gone. The crew must have disappeared below deck in their little boat. What a strange bunch. Suddenly it's possible to you that people in this town can disappear just like that. You're a little closer to the church building now, and you're relieved to find that there are a few dozen people outside its gates, and they are not usually creepy mouse time. The group are and discuss something very normal people. As you reach to the courtyard, you're able to situation a little bit better. 2 groups with about the same number of people are confronting one another, surrounded by a few more onlookers. 2 shortly people who appear to be of the 2 camps are facing each other. A bronze plaque is displayed above the gates to the entrance. I'll just go into the church. Whatever the issue might be, they clearly don't concern you. The two parties are so engrossed in their discussion, they don't even take note of you. You stroll past them unnoticed. Why not? You're already here after all. Almost a minute, two grumpy-looking men, clothed like fishermen, stand in your way, benching you from entering the church. They seem to have a competition going as to who gave you the most look. I want to make it worse. You decide to leave. Another then urges fans. The Church of Duggan does not seem to have much else to offer. There are enough of those in Boston. You walk down the sloppy path from which you have come until you are back to Port of Harbour. The lighthouse. She looked at if the lighthouse was quite close, but as you keep walking, you realize that the trip is much longer than you expected. Well, some fans, I think I'll be finished right now. Don't forget, please subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers to get some money, and I really need it. And don't forget, hit that like button and comment down below. Have a nice day, awesome fans. Bye.